Adam, you guys are coming off another loss. How's the spirits in the team? Is everyone sort of ready to bounce back this week?
Yeah, I don't think you really give yourselves too much of an option. We've come back from Townsville and, although we didn't get the win, it was really great to spend some time together as a team and, we've learned a lot from the game. Doing the review earlier in the week and looking forward to the Sharks this week. I think there's some things that will really help us moving forward that we can fix from that game, and the boys are pretty keen to get out there and right those wrongs straight away.
When you get into those reviews, does it seem to be the same sort of stuff every time that you guys are trying to work on, or is it something different? Like every team obviously brings something different out and use.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think we obviously played some pretty good teams at the start of the year, and teams that are really good at building pressure, and a lot of our decision making and errors was sort of off the back of the pressure that they'd built. Whereas the last few games that we've lost, we've probably hurt ourselves more than anything. So I suppose that's the frustrating part, that a lot of the time we've trained really well leading up to the game. We've prepared really well, been really confident, and then been our own worst enemies. And I think, moving forward, we just can't afford to be hurting ourselves like that.
How close do you think you guys were against the Cowboys, and is this the week to get that first win?
Yeah, we were coming home there with a wet sail towards the end of the game, and we obviously had 12 people on the field too, which was a challenge for us. And I think the fact that we were able to score some points and come together as a team and threaten the Cowboys on a number of occasions. We had that try disallowed right towards the end of the game, and I think we can take a lot of belief from that. There's still so many things, so many little things that we could have done better in that game that would have put us in greater stead, before we lost Hedro. But I think, like I said, we've come together, identified those things. They're not too hard to fix, and a lot of it comes down to individual decision making, individual errors. And if we can, work on that this week, then hopefully this is the game that we can get on the board.
Probably a good test for you guys early on as well to see how you adapt without that player, and have that there for, say it happens again next time. You're sort of a bit more prepared for it now.
Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Yeah, it'd be great to have 13 out there for the rest of the season. But I think more so than having the man down, it was just great to see that when we got put through a bit of diversity out there, we sort of come together, and I think that's something that we've been searching for and been waiting for. And I think it probably took a couple of carries there from Dallin at the back end of the field that really inspired the troops. And I think now if we can, moving forward, looking forward, understand that it just takes that one person to stand up to inspire your teammates and bring us together. Hopefully we can do that at the start of games and do that collectively and more consistently, and that will lead to us putting in much better performances.
How much does that help the group come together as a whole and have that extra drive when you've sort of, got that, you go through that last week and it gives you that more togetherness? How much does it help your game moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's probably been a big part of this club for a long time now. Backs against the wall and play our best footy when we're coming out of the corner swinging. And I think the other side of it as well is that we've shown ourselves that when we're 12 men on the field, and I suppose the pressure was out of the game and we're out 18 points down. It was when we played our best footy. So maybe we can just relax a little bit, loosen up a little bit, play a bit more footy, play a bit more confidently, and that's when we play our best free-flowing footy. And I think we can learn from that. And we don't want to be put in those situations where we're chasing points for that to happen. We need to grab it by the scruff of the neck and attack the game from the kickoff come tomorrow.
Obviously, Hetherington's out, so I guess what do you make of Thompson and Napa coming in as in forward line? Yeah,
I think those boys have obviously played a hell of a lot of top class footy, and Tomo and Naps complement each other. I think Naps is just a big body and very aggressive, and Tomo's got that leg speed and can get a real quick play the ball for us. So I'm looking forward to those two boys starting, and they know they've got a big job ahead of them, start us off well. And it's obviously a big dent in our squad, losing Hedro and not having Josh Jackson there, but it gives blokes like Arva, Sam Manafanai the opportunity to come in, make his club debut, and we're all super pumped to get out there and play with him. And he's been great ever since he started here. So I'm really looking forward to him, and I'm just really happy that he gets his shot.
Yeah, he mentioned that it's sort of being around you guys, he can feel like he can give something to you, whether it's advice or feels like he's got that bit more experience sometimes to lead you guys in the right direction. Do you feel like that he has that guidance?
Yeah, I think he had that impact instantly. He certainly has a lot of experience and he speaks really well, and he doesn't speak for the sake of it. He speaks when he's got something pretty meaningful to say, and I think he's certainly rubbed off on a lot of us, and particularly a lot of the boys that are going, from first grade to reserve grade. Having him there has been a really good balance for us, and getting that added experience in the pack this week is only going to be helpful.
How important is it, do you think, for a lot of the players who are coming off contract to really start impressing and try and put together some of those wins?
Yeah, it's an old cliche, and it's the hardest one probably in the book to put to the back of your mind. You don't want to be thinking about contracts and those sort of things because it's just that added pressure. And like I said, we've been putting enough pressure on ourselves, and it's been the thing that's mostly damaged our performances this year. And I think if blokes start focusing on that too much, they're going to tighten up, and you go into games feeling a bit anxious. Whereas if we just stick to the process and work on the things that we know we need to work on, and we're process driven, I think that's going to help the team collectively. And when the team's playing better collectively, then individuals have the chance to put their best foot forward. And I think if everyone's doing the right thing, then those contracts come.
100 games for Kotrick, that's exciting. A win for him would be nice. Yeah,
it'd be great. We spoke about it today. Milestones aren't something that come around too often, and it's such a competitive sport. So for him at such a young age to have played 100 NRL games, it's an incredible achievement for him. And he's joined us this year, and he's one of the most popular players in the group and a very lovable bloke. So the boys want to get out there and put a great performance in for him, and it'd be great for us to get our first win on the board and make it for his 100th as well.
Perfect. That's all good.
Cheers.
Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thanks, Joe.